Everyone to the Planning Commission meeting for July 2026. Can we please do the roll call?
Commissioner Quigg? Yes. Commissioner New? Vice Chair Choi?
Present.
Chair Davis?
Here.
Thank you. 4 planning commissioners are present, with Commissioner Chan recusing due to proximity of the project.
Thank you. If you're able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Agenda review. There's only one item. Do we need to move it around or anything? No? Okay. And the staff has some announcements to make at this point.
Yes, thanks, Chair. I would like to announce Mr. Tony Kim, our new planning manager. I talked to you about who he is and his credentials at the last meeting, but before we got started, I wanted to formally introduce him. And Tony, if you want to say a few words.
Sorry, I don't know why I hit the on-off button, but hello. Yes, so my name is Tony Kim. It's a pleasure to be the new planning manager for the city of Millbrae. I'm very honored to be here. I'm very excited to start working here. I've been here about 3 weeks. Learned a lot so far, and I'm looking forward to learning a lot more about the community, about the processes and rules here. But yes, Brad may have mentioned that I spent the past 25 plus years for the city of Santa Monica, basically the only city I've worked for in my career. So I'm very excited about, coming to Millbrae, a smaller city, eager to, do what I can to help the city, to help the commission, help staff. So, hopefully in the near future, you'll hopefully see some changes to help improve the processes here and make your jobs easier, make our jobs easier as well. So I'm looking forward to the various challenges ahead and just excited to be here. So thanks for having me.
Thank you. Welcome, and welcome to NorCal.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's an upgrade.
It's a lot cooler temperature-wise, and I appreciate that.
Are there any others? Announcements? No, that's it? Okay, cool. Welcome. Alrighty, approval of minutes from May 18th. Any corrections, comments, or motions?
I'll move to approve the minutes.
And votes?
Thank you. Motion passes 4-0.
Thank you. Public communication. This is the time set aside on the agenda for the public to address the Planning Commission on a topic that is within our purview, but not on tonight's agenda. Do we have any speaker slips or hands raised on Zoom?
There are no speaker slips or hands raised on Zoom.
Alrighty, then we shall move on to our public hearing for 230 Broadway. It's a public hearing for a design review permit application to allow a new 4,711 square foot, 2-story mixed-use building on a 2,500 square foot lot in the downtown mixed-use zoning district within the downtown and El Camino specific plan area. And we have a presentation from staff.
Yes, thank you. Just getting my notes prepared. I don't have control over it. No. Turn off presenter view? Yeah, maybe. It's showing just the same. Not a presenter. Huh? I can't see everything on here. Zoom, that's why.
Thanks, everybody, for your patience. We'll have these technical difficulties worked out shortly.
All right, you can go ahead and present. All right, everyone, thank you for your patience. Good evening, members of the Planning Commission, Chair Davis, city staff, and members of the public in attendance. My name is Brian Albini. I'm a contract senior planner with the city of Millbrae, and tonight I'll be presenting the project at 230 Broadway. This is a design review hearing to allow for the construction of a new 4,711 square foot, two-story mixed-use building on a 2,500 square foot lot in the downtown mixed-use zoning district within the downtown and El Camino specific plan area. This project is in the Millbrae Meadows number 2 subdivision along Broadway in downtown Millbrae. And it's visible with the red dot. As mentioned in the introduction, the project is located within the DMU zone in the city's downtown core. Project parcel is a 2,500 square foot lot measuring 25 feet wide by 100 feet deep. The existing mixed-use building shown in the top right-hand image was built in 1938 and measures 1,162 square feet. The project proposal shown in the image below is for a two-story mixed-use building of 4,711 square feet. The existing site plan shows the existing conditions on the property. The 25 by 100 foot lot is improved with a 1,162 square foot building, again constructed in 1938, which consists of a 581 square foot retail space on the ground floor and a 581 square foot unit above. The proposed building is composed of a 2,313 square foot commercial retail space on the ground floor and 2 units above, with a 469 square foot private roof deck in the middle of the building. The 2,313 square foot commercial area, highlighted in pink, is designed with an open floor plan with 14-foot ceilings as prescribed in the downtown and El Camino specific. The layout provides a flexible tenant shell that is suitable for retail, office, restaurant, or other neighborhood serving commercial uses. A centrally located core includes 2 all-gender restrooms for patrons, shown in blue, with service stairs down to the commercial storage receiving area at the rear of the building. A separate residential lobby and stairway provide a secure, independent access for residents fronting Broadway, while dedicated residential and commercial trash areas are in the rear of the building fronting the alley, highlighted in green. The proposed second floor plan, as shown, consists of 2 residential dwelling units located above the first floor commercial space. Each unit is accessed by an independent interior stair and is designed with a 2-bedroom, 2-bath layout. The floor plans incorporate open living, dining, and kitchen areas with dedicated laundry facilities for each unit. Multiple skylights are provided throughout the units to introduce natural daylight into interior hallways, bathrooms, kitchens, and living spaces. A centrally located light well shown at the bottom center of the image provides additional daylight to the adjacent interior living spaces and serves as a secondary egress. Unit number 2, facing the alley to the west, also includes windows and Juliet balconies at each bedroom, providing exterior openings for light and ventilation. The proposed front elevation of the building incorporates several contemporary Mediterranean architectural elements like stucco walls, wood details, and clay tiles. The ground floor is characterized by large storefront glazing with arched openings that provide transparency and pedestrian-oriented frontage for the commercial tenant spaces, while expanding the pedestrian area along Broadway. The second floor incorporates proportioned residential windows with decorative trim and projecting wooden lintels. The exterior is finished with smooth stucco walls and a clay tile roof with exposed rafter tails echoing the original building. Decorative wall-mounted light fixtures are integrated along both levels to enhance the building facade. The parapet screens the rooftop deck areas from public view while maintaining the overall architectural character of the building. The access stairs to the private rooftop decks is set back from the street and would not be visible at street level. The proposed facade combines traditional architectural materials and detailing with contemporary storefront elements that is compatible with surrounding buildings in the downtown area. The proposed right side elevation shows the building in profile with the Broadway fronting side of the building on the left and the alley fronting part of the building on the right. The light well for the residential units is also visible from this side, along with how far back the rooftop deck area is set back from view. This is the proposed left side elevation showing the rooftop access stairs and deck area railing. The proposed rear elevation incorporates the retail elements on the ground floor and the residential above. The ground floor provides service and access for the commercial space, including a 9-foot overhead garage door for loading and deliveries, a separate pedestrian entrance, and access to the building's service areas. Exterior wall finishes are consistent with the front elevation, utilizing smooth stucco with simple architectural detailing. The second floor includes 2 residential windows with Juliet balconies that provide natural light and ventilation to the rear. The rooftop deck is located above the second floor and is enclosed with guardrails. Here's the final proposed 3D elevation of the building facade fronting Broadway. The recessed arcade area expands the pedestrian public realm, while the floor-to-ceiling windows for the retail allow for transparency into the store. The upper stories include specific Spanish Revival and Mediterranean architectural details that echo the existing downtown building fabric. Staff, with cooperation of the applicant and property owner, worked to develop a building facade that could serve as an example of urban infill development encouraged in the downtown and El Camino Real specific plan. The initial design reflected a contemporary modern facade as shown on the left. After discussing the material elements reflected within the plan and evident within the existing buildings downtown, the final design was reached and is now before you for consideration. The project satisfies the following downtown and El Camino Real specific plan policies. Compliance with urban design policy number 4 is achieved through the 277% increase in ground floor retail square footage along Broadway, maximizing street activating frontage. The compliance with land use policy 1 and 2 is fulfilled by introducing infill residential density and expanded commercial floor area within a quarter-mile of Millbrae Station, reinforcing transit-oriented vertical mixed-use development with active ground floor uses. The recessed arcade, building height conformance, and Mediterranean style detailing collectively address land use policy number 4 and urban design policy number 5 as they enhance pedestrian gathering spaces, maintain scale compatibility with adjacent structures, and integrate the building into the existing neighborhood. Project-specific conditions were established to accommodate a range of potential ground floor retail uses by requiring a venting duct for commercial kitchens, and that stucco be included on all sides of the building to ensure a consistent application of exterior materials and finishes throughout the building. In order to approve the design review permit, the Planning Commission must make the following findings, which staff is in support of. The architectural landscaping and general appearance of the proposed building or structure and grounds are in keeping with the character of the neighborhood. The project complies with all applicable development regulations. The project will not cause a significant visual impact to neighboring views from principal rooms of a residence. And number 4, the proposal is not detrimental to the orderly, harmonious, and safe development of the city and will not impair the desirability of investment or occupation in the neighborhood in which the building or structure is proposed to be erected. Neighbor response. A total of 8 adjacent owner consultation forms were sent out. None were returned. And staff was not reached for further information. Finally, staff recommends that the Planning Commission receive the presentation, review the project, consider the public testimony, and approve a design review permit application to allow a new urban infill development of a 2-story mixed-use building with ground floor commercial retail and 2 residential units in the downtown mixed-use zoning district. Thank you, and I'm available for questions.
Thank you. Does anybody have any clarifying questions for him right now?
I have one clarifying question for staff. I noticed that in the existing condition, there's a 5'5" alleyway on the side of the building. Is that no longer required per planning code?
On the side of the building?
Right.
So essentially that was just a setback.
Okay.
On the original building. It's about 4.5 feet.
Okay.
Of its original construction. However, the new building will occupy the full.
From property line to property line?
Yes.
Okay.
Kathy?
Thank you for the presentation, and thank you for working diligently with the applicant on the design. It is much, much better than the original design because of where it is. I like the other one too, but because of where it is. I have a kind of 2 questions. When we talked about the trash containers and you mentioned, you know, the high, like, it looks like a garage door on the back.
Yes.
Is everything going to be stored inside all the time?
Yes, and if I can go back to the ground floor plan, I can show you where both the residential trash area and the commercial trash area.
I did see it,
Okay.
but I was like, it's all nice and neat inside. And I was just, because everything else on that alley is,
They would be required to have everything inside.
okay. And then that's great. I was happy to see all the skylights and the light wells, I really was. The other question I have is, this is so nice with the rendering. Did he give us anything like that for the back of the building?
No.
I mean, it's just, normally, it's not important because there's usually something else behind it. But we don't have anything other than the drawings.
Than just the elevation drawing, no. And I'll be frank that our focus was entirely on that front facade on Broadway.
Yeah.
And really, we just wanted to carry those material elements
And
onto the back.
To me, it looks really great.
It's great to
It's
hear.
just, I'm thinking, because it is an alley, and especially now, it's open pretty much in the back. But we don't have anything. It just looks like it's windows and then it's,
So it'll be 2 wrought iron Juliet balconies.
yeah.
Behind the 2 windows for the rear unit.
And the windows are going to have moldings, it looks
They'll
like.
have decorative moldings, and
That kind of match.
they'll echo those finishes in the front, so that they
Okay.
have a sill that extends further back, that the windows are set back at least 4 inches
So
from
it's
the
gonna
wall
look nice.
face. So we want to keep the same design element.
Okay, thank you.
You have a question? Yes? Okay.
Question. Well, first, I want to say thank you again for the presentation. It's a really great building. It's a good balance between the contemporary and maintaining a lot of the traditional elements or of the surrounding adjacencies. And yeah, I think it would be a really great addition. One question, or 2 questions I had. First one is regarding tree ordinance, if that applies to trees within private property, since it did note that there was an existing tree to be removed, and whether or not, ordinance would apply to that.
I'll give you some clarification. So that particular tree on site doesn't meet the threshold for trunk size to warrant a tree removal permit. So it can be safely removed during the construction phase.
Got it. Okay, thank you. And then second question is just regarding stormwater and runoff, since this is a pretty significant increase. I believe you said it was almost or roughly 200%. So just wondering if there is any city requirements regarding runoff treatment or considerations for that, especially since there would be more pollutants.
Yes, so that they would be subject during the building permit phase for stormwater review, both with Public Works, Environmental Services.
Great, thank you. Does the applicant or architect want to share? Come up?
The architect, Bill Guan, is here.
Okay.
He's happy to answer any questions you have, but he hadn't prepared a presentation.
Okay. It's always nice if somebody tells us about their
Yes.
thing, but that's okay. Does anybody have any questions for the architect then?
I have a couple.
ahead.
So I noticed in the rendering, what struck me as odd is the radii of the arch between the commercial space and the residential lobby is different, right? Have you thought about a scheme where you match the radii of the portico?
Microphone.
I think technically is doable, but for a storefront, we want to allow as much natural light as possible into the space.
Correct.
So we quite like treating making the storefront as big as possible.
Right.
So if we follow that outside curve, we may impact the natural light, the daylight into the space.
So what I'm suggesting is actually making the radius tighter so that you will have more light into the storefront. I don't know if staff and the applicant could work on that.
I can.
I think there's something to be said about having a symmetric column so where the middle column, it strikes me as odd to have to be asymmetrical. The second column between the residential lobby and the commercial
As
storefront.
soon as he said it, I could see. As soon as you said it.
Yeah, if you could, please.
Otherwise, I agree with Commissioner Quake that it is more in character with Millbrae generally and also of Broadway.
Slide 13.
Yeah, if you don't mind pulling up the elevation.
So Commissioner, if I'm just understanding your request correctly, is just extending the arch into over the commercial area higher so it matches
Correct.
the curve and
Correct.
radius, so that we have a matching
Radius, right, understanding that. And in fact, the way it's perceived right now, it looks like the residential lobby is taller than the commercial, which I know is not true. But optically, it seems like you're giving the residential lobby a little bit more importance than the commercial, whether that was intended or not. So if you want to take a stab at that, I think, just comparing those side by side and see which one you like more. A second question, and this is more technical, how does the residents access their trash receptacle in the back?
I could show you on a floor plan.
Sure.
We could jump back to,
Yeah,
oh, I have control here. Sorry, if we could go back to slide 9 to the floor plan. Oh, sorry, to slide 7. Cursor. So the access would be taken. Essentially, they would have to pass through the commercial area to access.
That's what it seems like. And so there is an agreement that they're allowed to do so, or how? Otherwise, they would have to go all the way around the block to get to the back, right?
Correct.
Okay. I don't know if there's an architectural solution that would avoid that, or if it comes down to a contractual allowance. Right.
Will be both. They'll have to pass through the commercial space.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, but
Oh, yeah, sorry, Bill.
There's a couple of reasons we are doing this, having the trash located at the back of the valley. The first reason is the commercial space is really valuable,
Sure.
so we don't want to put a trash container at the front.
Of course.
And the second reason is creating a hallway from the front to the back is also very costly to the tenant. And the third reason is because trash, you don't take out trash every day. You maybe do it twice a week, so I think it's reasonable.
No, that I don't think it's necessarily in the purview of the planning commission, nor maybe not, it's not even a building code requirement, but it's a practical matter where I think if I were residents, it would be an inconvenience that I would love to have addressed, whether architecturally or by agreement.
No, I don't believe, is there going to be an agreement for the
Okay, Kathy.
tenants?
Maybe in the future, between the commercial space and the future, the upper unit, they can come to some kind of agreement, like they allow them to go into their space and take out the trash.
I think that would be very helpful for whoever lives on the second floor.
Kathy?
actually, I didn't catch that. Otherwise, I'm very strongly with him. I think we need to come up with another way for the tenants. For some reason, I thought that walkway went all the way back, but it doesn't. It definitely has to go through. Like now, there's an open alleyway that takes you to the back. It's just not healthy.
Because this is
way.
mid-block, right? Or
I mean, if
That's
they're.
right.
Yeah, see it.
To the chair.
Yeah,
Chair. Yeah, so I think, I understand the concern here for sure. I think that through the building plan review, there probably will need to be a dedicated corridor. There's a separation between the residential pathway and the commercial space. So unfortunately, it's not shown here on the plans here today. I certainly think that the commission can either give us direction to work that out with
Absolutely.
building and safety during the plan review, and/or if you feel that strongly, we can certainly try to add a condition here today to address that issue.
I personally feel very strongly about it. People are not always clean with their trash, and for them to have to go through a commercial space is, when we did one of the projects down here, is Momo's now, we insisted that they go ahead and we made them put that extra doorway there so they would not have to move trash through the restaurant. And if this could be a restaurant, do you want the upstairs neighbors to go through the restaurant in order to remove the trash? I see it as a huge issue. It's just not healthy.
okay, we'll add that to our discussion later. All right, this is for questions now. So,
Yeah.
are there any other questions? No? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, public comment. One more time, any speaker slips or hands raised?
No speaker slips or hands raised.
Can I have a motion to close the public comment?
Motion.
I'll second.
Thank you, thank you. Your vote?
Oh. Considering. Just don't tempt.
Thank you. Motion passes 4-0. Public comment is now closed.
Thank you. Okay, opening it up for discussion. Who wants to start?
I'll just
Kathy?
reiterate what was previously said, that I feel very strongly that something has to be done so that the tenants can get their trash out.
No, I agree. I am nervous that it's inconvenient for the upstairs tenants to get to the waste stream. I don't know. Whatever setup now will be in there in concrete for the rest of the building's lives. So I don't know what our options are per se here, but I would love to see that addressed somehow.
Brad, you suggested two options, that we just tell you to handle it, or we actually make it a special condition. How hard is it to make it a special condition?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I think either of those work. I mean, we certainly understand the issue that there does need to be a separation between the residential and the commercial, especially as it relates to sort of that path of travel from the residential units down to the trash room. So there we can take your direction and make sure that we work that through during the formal plan review of the project. But as I said as well, if you feel more comfortable, we could craft a condition of approval that we could add to the resolution as well.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else have a comment?
My second comment follows up on my comment about reassessing the balance between the two archways in the facade. Thank you.
And I have to say something.
Kathy?
That was another good catch. Thank you very much, because as soon as you brought it up, I saw it right away. I really like the arch that is on the commercial side. So as far as I'm concerned, if they could just kind of fix the one over the door, but it is important that they match. I personally like the one over the commercial better.
That even just might be a fluke on the rendering. I mean, we don't have dimensions in front of us on
That's
that.
true.
So it could
Yeah, I
just
mean,
be the way it
just
looks
reads
on
like
there.
it's lower,
But if you can
so-
just check the height of them and make them match
Yes.
the best way possible. Anything else? No?
It's a minor thing on the rendering. It's not our intention that we're repaving the sidewalk to look like the rendering, are we? It would be nice if we are, but I don't.
That rendering matches
The one with the new, so with the pattern there, it matches the existing sidewalk? Okay, great. Excellent. Thank you.
Okay. So would somebody like to make a motion? I'll just make one quick comment. It's a very nice design. It's going to be amazing. It's a huge improvement to that use of that lot. I mean, I had no idea there was a gaping hole behind it. That is fantastic. And thank you very much for working with us to say, make it a case study for future people. That was a huge contribution to our city and will help other people. We just point at this beautiful building here, go in that direction. That will be very helpful. Anyway, do we have a motion?
I would like to move forward with approving the project with not the condition, but knowing that the staff will work with both planning and building department on the waste stream, in particular with respect to the residential unit.
All right, so
I'm not sure how to phrase that.
that's the resolution.
Right.
And then you can tack that on at the end.
Okay. So I move to approve a design review permit application to allow the construction of a new two-story mixed-use building measuring 4,711 square feet of new gross floor area in the downtown mixed-use DMU zoning district at 230 Broadway, with an acknowledgement from staff that the waste stream from the upper level residential will be addressed according to best practices of health and safety.
Is there a second?
I'll second that. Did you also want to add in the condition or stipulation about the resolving the frontage and the radius as well?
Yes, and the stipulation that the frontage will be assessed so that the archway looks more balanced between the two openings. Thank you.
Okay, and your votes?
Thank you. Motion passes 4-0.
Thank you. The action of the Planning Commission is considered final pending a 10-day appeal period and the payment of a required appeal fee. For anyone that wishes to appeal the decision of the Planning Commission, please contact the city clerk at 650-259-2414 or etran@ci.millbrae.ca.us with appeal process questions, or visit the City of Millbrae website at ci.millbrae.ca.us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All righty, new business, I don't see any. Staff updates?
Yes, thank you, Chair. A couple of points for the commissioners. One, and I thank the chair for bringing to our attention that each year at the fiscal year, there is a new selection of officers. Now, we did not meet in June, so we will have that agendized for the very next meeting to have our new selection of officers. So that will be, again, on the next meeting. I also wanted to acknowledge Brian Albini. This is Brian's last Planning Commission meeting here with the city of Millbrae. As you know, he's been a contract planner that's been working with us for almost a year, over a year now.
Goodness.
And he's been instrumental on a number of notable projects that have come before the commission. He's been really helpful to the city in taking on a lion's share of a lot of work when we were short-staffed, working with the public, both at the public counter, plan review, planning, and taking a leadership role and helping mentor some of our planners as well. So we want to thank him very much and wish you much success in your future endeavor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then last but not least, I don't have a tremendous amount of detail here today, but I did want to make an announcement that just from a general planning perspective, I think we've all probably been out to our Millbrae transit station and have experienced some of the signage out there as it relates to all of our transit operators. MTC is looking to do sort of a pilot program with a number of different stations throughout the Bay, but here in Millbrae especially, on looking at new wayfinding signage and prototypical signs for identification of how you navigate the transit station. And so I am reaching out to that staff, and we'll have some much more detailed information about that, but I just thought I'd bring that up. That's something that's ongoing. And then last but not least, we are currently working on a staff report for City Council that addresses sort of the ongoing development projects throughout the city, some that are more notable, some that are a little bit more minor in nature. Once we finalize that staff report, I'll have that in your packets for the commission as well. And then also with Tony being here now, you'll start to see him at all future planning commission meetings, and he and I are gonna be working together on additional information items to bring forward to commission. We had anticipated this agenda being a little bit more heavy. Unfortunately, it was not, but we're looking at that. We're looking at much longer view of what those agendas look like and trying to get much more information on the agendas when we're light for just cases. So those are the updates for today. I appreciate it. Thank
So
you.
we're not going to see you anymore.
I'm still here. I'll be around, but Tony will probably be your primary point of contact for sure.
Oh, and I like these. I like the little name tags.
Thank you. Thank you. Any announcements? Nothing?
I had it on my list to remind them about,
Remind them.
you know, for the
Volunteer
new
of the year?
chair.
Oh, that.
Oh, yes, thank you, Maureen.
Anytime. You usually bring it up.
The first is the deadline. If any of you would like to nominate a volunteer that has been a volunteer that lives in the city of Millbrae or that actually has a job here in Millbrae for a long time, the event is going to be held on Saturday, the 17th, but nominations, October. You should have told me. October 17th, however, the nominations are due by the 1st
Of August.
of August.
Thank you. All right, no other announcements? Anytime. No other announcements? All right, we're adjourned. Thank you.